What's going on, tribe? This is Prepared Mentality. I wanted to touch on winter preparedness. Now, my winter preparedness is not just specifically for the winter time, although it does help. All the things that I'm getting ready to show you, it helps when the power goes out. And this is what this is for. If the power goes out and your heat's not working, or you're running on electricity at home, the toilet's not flushing because your electricity is run, your water is run by the electricity, so nothing is working at home. So if the lights go out, no electricity, no power, nothing's running. These are the items that I keep on hand. And I'll go through them in just a minute, but we are getting ready to have a winter storm, right? It is January, so it's about that time. And so I thought it was appropriate to go over some of the supplies to keep on hand. Don't rush out and get it right away, but these are just tips and ideas to help you and guide you through your preparedness journey when it comes to not being so reliable on the electrical grid. Now, it takes small steps, but one brick builds walls. So first, I'm going to start out with the obvious prepping tip for winter. Either that's a snowstorm or the power goes out. Food and water. Here I have one of the Ready boxes from Ready Hour. This definitely comes in handy. But any emergency food that you can have on hand, preparations. It doesn't have to be dry emergency food. It can be canned goods. It can be stuff you already have in your pantry. Even the stuff that you have in your refrigerator. Don't let that stuff spoil. Next, we're going to talk about water. This is a gallon of water. I like keeping gallon jugs on hand, depending on the size of your family or the size of your household, or if it is just you. You want to make sure you have gallons of water in your house, just in case your water supply is cut off. The majority of Americans are connected to the power grid and city water. And city water, is run by the power grid. And if that turns off, you are without water. And so you definitely want water on hand. You definitely want food on hand. Now you say, well, how am I going to cook the dry goods? And again, the dry goods is for situations, long-term scenarios. But if that's all you have, right? We can go over to a portable stove or a camping stove. I'm going to take these two, put them over here out the way. But I do have a camping stove. There's many varieties of camping stoves. This one takes the butane, and it also takes the small container, 1 gallon, 1 pound container of propane. This comes with a hose that you can connect. I haven't opened up this hose yet, haven't had a need to open it, but it comes with a hose that you can connect a propane tank to it. You can also, where is it back here? In my preps. You can also get you one of these bad boys. This is a 12-foot propane hose that you can buy on Amazon or any of your hardware supply stores for propane tanks. But this allows you more options and more coverage if you want to utilize that. But again, you can also use this stove for cooking, boiling hot water, anything you need to use it for heat with, reheating some of the food that may be cold in your refrigerator for a short period of time. But again, think outside the box when you think about emergency preparedness. You don't need a camping stove. You don't have to have one. You can just go off your canned goods and or food that's already in your pantry that you can eat right then and there. And again, guys, don't forget about the food that's already in your fridge, even if it's cold. If it's an emergency situation and you're hungry, it comes in handy and you're going to eat it. Since we're on the propane, I also have these for, of course, you guys see the Big Buddy heater. Definitely, this comes in handy when the power goes out and it's cold outside and our heat is gone. We can't turn the heat back on for a good period of time. So this comes in handy as well. And you can use the same 1 pound propane tanks, and or you can use the big propane tank to use on the Big Buddy heater along with the same hose, right? So these are interchangeable. The hose is interchangeable with my portable stove and my Big Buddy heater. I know a lot of people who utilize the Big Buddy heater, especially on campsites, especially in RVs. But you know, use the Big Buddy heater indoors, and you can use it within a small space or a small room within the house. Make sure you do have a little air circulation in there, just for safety precautions. Next, one thing that people don't think about is hygiene and utilizing the bathroom. Now, for me, worst case scenario, we are still going to utilize our toilets if it's a short amount of time that our electricity is out. Long-term scenario, we have a portable toilet seat right here. This thing is no more than 30 to 40 bucks if you can spare the money for this. But it does come in handy if you don't want to utilize the toilets inside the home. You can set this up in a bathroom or in a separate room. And actually, let me uncollapse this so you guys can see the full picture of what it looks like. All right, let me get the portable stove out the way here and put that down there. This is the portable toilet. So this comes in many different variations and many different colors. See the inside. But what you can do is put a plastic bag, a small plastic bag inside of here, and you can put your waste inside of here. Again, it's something that is good to have. It's not a necessary need, but if you want to be more comfortable using a portable toilet, you can. Next, I'm going to go over lighting, right? This one is a battery-powered light and takes AA batteries. Don't forget to buy batteries for all your lights, all your radios, anything you need batteries for. Don't forget to check those batteries and or change those batteries. But this comes in handy. They have different variations of lanterns like this that you can hang up in different rooms, in the bathroom, the kitchen, or set it aside for your needs. Another light source is a crank radio. This little thing has a radio, it has a light, as you can see. It has an emergency siren on it. And I can also charge my phone or other portable devices by USB and crank it. Again, there are different variations of portable radios. Not one size fits all. So that doesn't mean you have to go buy the latest and greatest tool or the latest and greatest light, right? It means fit what your lifestyle is. What do you need in your house? What do you need in your apartment? How can you get by 2 days of no power, right? Do you need a light source? Do you need a flashlight? Do you need a portable radio? Another way, take it old-fashioned, I just brought these not too long ago, still in the box. Haven't used these lanterns yet, but oil lamps with extra wicks. Oil lamps come in handy. We sometimes have to take it old school and get oil lamps. If you have pets or kids, be aware that this does use a flame, right? Along with candles. My preference, I don't like using candles a lot. We're not big on candles per se, but oil lamps are definitely a last resort if we run out of batteries, or if you have solar lights. If there is a cloudy day or a cloudy week with snow, um, you know, oil lamps come in handy. Now, all this stuff is not a need, but it's a want. Uh, One thing I didn't mention is having lots of blankets, lots of covers, lots of clothing when the temperature goes down in your home. When the power goes out, the temperature is going to go way, way down. So you want to, if you can, because heat rises, if you have a second uh, set of bedrooms upstairs, go to those floors or go to a room upstairs so you guys can gather in that one location. We like to do that with the buddy heater and put this in one room, one location, so everybody can be comfortable and warm. But again, guys, this is just some of my stuff and some things I thought you guys may be interested in getting. All this stuff mostly you can buy at your local Walmart. You can buy on Amazon, your local hardware store, right? But different ideas for different times. Again, all this stuff is not a need. It can be a want, but they can come in handy and make life a lot more comfortable for you and the people that you are with during a power outage. So again, guys, make sure your preps are specifically for your needs and your family needs, right? And one thing I didn't mention is make sure you have all the necessary medications for people who need it, or extra medications on hand, just in case. Your small headache can turn into a migraine and it can be a very bad day. Your small boo-boo can be infected, right? And that can be a very bad day, especially if you have pets and kids or the elderly. You want to make sure you have all the necessary medical supplies for them as well. But I hope this was short and sweet. I hope I helped somebody out there with some ideas about utilizing what we have and some ideas for power outages and when the winter storm comes your way. And or if you just have a power grid in your town that goes out a lot, you definitely want to take the measures to get prepared for that. But I hope you guys are safe. Hope you guys are healthy. Hope you guys stay blessed. This is Prepared Mentality.